right, good morning, everybody. We have a really packed house today. First, before we get to the Interwatch, I'd like to invite Detective Wendy Hummel up here to present an award. Wendy?
Good morning. Last month marked the 40th anniversary of Crime Stoppers. The program started in Albuquerque, New Mexico, when Detective Greg McAleese was working the murder of a gas station attendant. He enlisted the help of the media to stage the first ever reenactment of the crime and asked the public to call in anonymous tips. That night, a tip came in and the case was solved. That was the moment Crime Stoppers was born. Crime Stoppers USA, or CSUSA, held its 40th anniversary celebration last week in Albuquerque during the annual conference. Over 300 local programs are members of this umbrella organization, CSUSA. Each year, programs are recognized in various categories. This year, we are proud to announce that our Wichita Sedgwick County Crime Stoppers program and Cake News won our first national award in the category of Best Television Award Crime of the Week. The Wichita Sedgwick County Crime Stoppers program has partnered with Channel 10 since the program's inception in 1980. The partnership includes featuring an unsolved felony case each week in hopes of receiving helpful information from the public that may help solve the case. There have been numerous cases that have been solved as a result. In July of 2016, a high-profile case was chosen that occurred several months prior, July of 2015. The segment included interviews from law enforcement and video footage from the business. The victims in the case were supportive of the segment but did not want to be interviewed. The incident occurred on April 21st of 2015. While asleep in their bedroom, an elderly couple were awakened by two men armed with handguns who demanded their valuables. One of the suspects forced the husband to drive to his business, Heartland Coin Gallery, to retrieve more than $200,000 in merchandise. At the home, the couple was forced to sit in a room while the suspects transferred the stolen property from the husband's car to the wife's car. They left in the wife's car, which was recovered the next day. After the case was featured on Crime Stoppers, several tips came in and were followed up on by the Sedgwick County Sheriff's Department and the FBI Violent Crimes Task Force. The information proved to be very helpful to the investigation, and it is currently ongoing. Special thanks to cake photographer Enrique Ramirez and news anchor Deb Ferris. They spent hours working with Crime Stoppers on filming and editing the segment. Cake's ongoing commitment to Crime Stoppers is crucial to its continued success. So now I'd like to present Enrique and Deb. If they can come up here, please. On behalf of Crime Stoppers and the National Crime Stoppers Organization, we give you this plaque in recognition for all your hard work with Crime Stoppers. And you get 2 Crime Stoppers challenge coins.
Thank you.
Can we get out of speeding tickets?
That's up to the chief. Thank you. Sorry, I left too soon. Now we're going to invite Pat Jones, the Executive Director for the Wichita Crime Commission, to come up.
Exciting times for the Wichita Crime Commission and Crime Stoppers. I'm here to announce the winners of our award winners of our annual dinner to be held next Thursday, October 20th at the DoubleTree Hotel. And this is our 63rd annual awards dinner. And I don't know about you, but I was not even close to being around for the first one. So quite a tradition, quite a history for this annual dinner. But it's our opportunity to recognize and support law enforcement officials, criminal justice officials, and citizens that make a difference in our community. And I'd like to now announce our award winners. The Willard Garvey Crime Prevention Officer of the Year is Officer Larry Carlson with the Wichita Police Department, and Larry is here today. We have the Willard Garvey Crime Prevention Citizen Activist of the Year is Michelle Zahner, who worked for 15 years with the USD 259 Safety Services and was instrumental in the Speak Up program in the schools, their improved website, and other programs that help kids in the school system speak up and stay out of criminal activity. The Humanitarian Award goes to Mike Sweeney. He's president of Overhead Door Company, and he is credited with turning our Crime Stoppers program around, and today he still keeps us moving forward with this organization and keeps us on track and makes sure we're doing what we need to do for the citizens of our community. The Criminal Justice Professional of the Year, again, Terry Moses, who's the Executive Director of USD 259 Safety Services. The Law Enforcement Officer of the Year is Officer Renee Bryant with the Wichita Police Department, and I believe he's here today as well. He's more bashful. He's bashful. And then the Law Enforcement Officer Hero of the Year will be Heston Police Chief Doug Schroeder for his heroism during the Excel Industries incident. And then our Citizen Hero Award is Julie Dombo, who was involved in the AT&T business shootout and has just been an exemplary example of how to live your life in spite of obstacles. I'm so proud of these folks. Thank you.
Sheriff and Chief, if you want to come up here just real quick, we're going to take a couple pictures just real quick with award Deb Enrique. Stand up there and we'll grab a picture. See if, yep, just a picture real quick. And anybody else that wants to go with that? Thanks, guys.
You get scuffed? Thanks for the heads up. 2 Ds is 1 is too much, right? We're actually
We'll get started with Interwatch just in a few minutes. All right, guys, we'll get started on the Interwatch here. Okay. There's a couple of things that we wanted to talk about today on the Interwatch. There's 2 Interwatch items, and then we want to talk about a Facebook Live panel that we're doing tomorrow. Okay. Sorry. Hang on just a second. Okay. First one's going to be a residential burglary, or I'm sorry, a non-residential burglary. Case number is going to be 16C71180, 16C71180, a non-residential burglary in the 2200 block of North Marigold. This occurred on October 10th at approximately 8:30 a.m. On October 10th at approximately 8:30 a.m., officers were dispatched to a burglary report at McLean Elementary in the 2200 block of North Marigold. Upon arrival, officers made contact with an employee at the school. The employee stated that sometime over the weekend, an unknown suspect forced entry into a side window of the school, entered the school, and took numerous electronic devices. There are unknown suspects at this time. The police department is looking for anyone that might have been in the area between 8 a.m. Sunday morning to 7:30 a.m. Monday morning and saw anybody around the school or anybody acting suspicious. Again, this happened in the 2200 block of North Marigold. If you have any information, please call the Wichita Police Department Detective Section or Crime Stoppers, and you can remain anonymous with Crime Stoppers.
Do you know what was taken and how the individuals first learned?
Well, when school started Monday morning, when employees arrived Monday morning, they saw the damage to the window, and then laptops and other miscellaneous equipment were stolen.
What's the value?
I don't know the value right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, just if you have any other information about how much was taken.
I don't. Just numerous electronic devices, laptops, computers, something like that. It's a major loss. Right now, we're just looking for anybody that might have seen anything in the area.
Do you know if people see that a laptop has USB 2, does it have USB 259 on it?
That I'm not sure how their equipment is marked, but.
Okay.
Okay. Next one is going to be an aggravated robbery of a business. Case number 16C71355. This occurred in the 900 block of South Woodlawn on October 10th at approximately 9 p.m. On October 10th at approximately 9 p.m., officers were dispatched to a robbery in progress call at the Family Dollar store located in the 900 block of South Woodlawn. Upon arrival, officers made contact with a 36-year-old female employee. She stated that an unknown suspect entered the store armed with a handgun. The employee, along with another 40-year-old female employee, stated that the suspect walked around the front counter and grabbed multiple packs of cigarettes and then fled the store on foot. There was a second suspect, an unknown female, who also entered the store with him and was inside the store at the time of the robbery. There were no injuries to either of the employees. Suspect description as follows. First suspect is going to be an unknown black male in his 20s. He's approximately 6'1", 180 pounds. He was last seen wearing a black knit hat, a black hooded sweatshirt, and a blue bandana over his face. Suspect 2 is an unknown black female in her 20s, 5'6", 130 pounds. She was last seen wearing a black hooded sweatshirt with a pink Nike emblem on the chest, white shoes, and black shorts. Again, as always, we would encourage anybody with information on this case to call the Wichita Police Department or Crime Stoppers.
So you say they only took cigarettes?
Cigarettes, yes, that is correct. Cigarettes from behind the counter.
This makes it 2 Family Dollars back-to-back Sunday and then yesterday. Are there any connections between these two?
It's too soon to tell if there's any connections in between the two of them. The descriptions are a little bit different in both of them. And obviously the first one, cash was taken in the other location and cigarettes were taken. So although it is the same type of business, it's a little too soon to see if they're related or not. But that's something that definitely the detectives would look up on.
With obviously Family Dollars and even Dollar General stores that have been robbed in the last 6 months, have they asked Wichita Police on ways to increase their security or any of that?
That's a good question. I don't know if they've asked any kind of ways that they can help better do security. They have surveillance video, they have security video, and we're trying to see if we can't review that. And like I said, if it's good quality and investigations are okay with it, we can put that out to the public. But again, there are multiple employees working at the store, which we suggest surveillance video, and nobody gets hurt, in the robberies too, which is we suggest just let them have whatever they come in to have and then report it to the police. So the businesses seem to be doing everything right. Fortunately, we just need to catch the individuals that are doing these types of robberies. Okay. Last thing, I just wanted to give some information out on a Facebook Live panel that the Wichita Police Department is participating in tomorrow. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. In recognition of this, and to speak about the importance of domestic violence awareness, the Wichita Police Department will be having a Domestic Violence Awareness Facebook Live panel. Representatives from Stepstone Ministries, Young Women's Christian Association Women's Crisis Center, Catholic Charities Harbor House, and the Wichita Police Department Domestic Violence Investigation Section will be here to speak about the resources they provide to help victims of domestic violence. The Public Relations Unit will be monitoring comments and questions on the Facebook Live, and we will try to answer them or have one of the guests talk about them during the live feed. This will take place tomorrow, Wednesday, beginning at 2 p.m. Please tune in and ask any kind of questions that you have. Also, we wanted to put out that purple is a color associated with domestic violence awareness because it is symbolic of peace, courage, survival, honor, and dedication to end violence. We would like to encourage people to wear purple tomorrow to help us support domestic violence awareness.
Can you repeat one more
Sure.
time what time this Facebook Live panel will be?
Absolutely. Wichita Police Department Facebook Live tomorrow, Wednesday, beginning at 2 p.m. Okay, anybody have anything? All right, guys. Thanks.